Welcome back to Even More Daily Rundown. So our next story, firefighters in Lincolnshire have rescued an 8-foot-long boa constrictor which slithered into a gas heater and refused to come out. Billy the boa constrictor, great name, coiled itself so tightly inside the heater that a crew had to dismantle the machine to retrieve the reptile. Manager Dave Brearley said his colleagues joked that it would go down in history, oh dear, as the brigade's most unusual animal rescue. I don't know what to say. Have you rescued an unusual animal, or did you know about snakes in a heater, or snakes on a plane? Or...
I rescued a lamb once, but that's not that unusual. I think. Been abandoned by its mum. We were in Wales, and I carried it all the way down from like the moors. It's really heavy, really surprisingly heavy, and it was still like
heavier than a dog.
Kind of heavier than like a same-sized dog.
Right.
Don't know why. Well, I was young, to be fair.
Oh yeah, everything's heavy when you're young.
Over there. But I remember it being like really, really affectionate, and it kept like butting my shoulder like that. So I called it Butty. And then the farmer turns up.
Keep it, or
well, he was like, "Do you want to keep it?" And my parents were like, "Why?" And he was like, "Well, if you don't, then."
Lovely, heartwarming tale of a child.
So it's Butty either way.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, really.
Yes. Get your mint sauce out and spread the mint sauce on the coat.
I thought it'd been too long into the show without a proper pun from you.
I'm really sorry. I'm not an animal saver, unfortunately.
Just more of an animal eater.
I also saw a baby hawk on a wall in Back Piccadilly.
Yeah.
Baby hawk, and I remember I was ringing the RSPCA, ringing pet shelters. What do I do with this thing? It was like on its own. It didn't even have its like adult feathers. And they said you just got to leave it. Either it's absolutely fine.
It's not got a ticket. Can't get on the train.
And it was just like, and by the time I got back, it had gone. So I'm hoping that baby hawk is still okay.
I once saw a man walking his raccoon in Piccadilly Gardens outside a famous Mexican restaurant, and it was like I went out and I said, so what I mean. That was my literal reaction. A raccoon, and he said a beautiful phrase, which is, I didn't go out for a raccoon.
Right.
You very rarely do, dear. You very rarely go, just go out for a raccoon. He went, I went out for a skunk, and they didn't have any, so I've got a raccoon. And I said, right,
you would think a raccoon would be better.
Well, exactly. Pepe, we've all seen the Pepe Le Pew commercials, cartoons.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he bought it from a pet shop, obviously, and apparently raccoons, they're shredders, not like the turtle character.
I did think that.
They have to live in a shed, so this guy had bought a shed for his raccoon to live in. Now, I am hurtling towards a big birthday, so a shed is brilliant, but to have a shed for your raccoon, and it just shreds. Apparently, they just put wood in there and it shreds the wood. And
Can you own one?
Yeah.
Well, did you know that? Do you know Dali, the artist with the moustache? Yeah, he used to walk his, I think they were pet armadillos around Paris. So there are these photos of him coming up from the subway.
Well, very friendly, are they?
Well,
no, see now.
Who knows? Have you ever been close to one?
Yeah.
I've watched a chocolate commercial one in, so I didn't remember that bit
yes.
but
I've seen
the gorilla drum.
Yeah, I was going to say that is brilliant. I love that. I just love that gorilla drumming.
It's the
just
song
excellent.
that makes it. I think it's the
Phil
way it
Collins,
builds.
It's good, yeah. And I did see a Channel 4 programme about a lady who worked on telephonically for lines that cost over £1 a minute, and she there was a video of her, and she was walking her rabbit down by the canal, and she was just wandering along with her rabbit on a lead. And let's not forget, you know, we're quite close to Blackpool, and there's all the invisible dogs in Blackpool with all the sort of the leads with, I don't see, you're looking for Bermuda, you get a lead and it has like a collar but it has no dog on it, and you see lots of people walking around with these invisible dogs.
Seriously?
Yeah, and they're going, "Rrr." Yeah, they've had a few falling down waters.
Well, when I worked in Didsbury Village, there's a guy who lives there who walks his dog in a pushchair, but the dog's not got anything wrong with its legs. He just likes to walk it in a pushchair.
My ex-partner, we went to Selfridges, who Yes, they do sell lots of things. And she had a pram for her dog, and it's a pink pram, and we wandered around with this little pram for her dog. And I just, like, well, I'm not available for clothes. Yeah, like dogs have fur. People who put clothes on dogs as well, I don't understand that.
It's just not fair.
No.
I mean, certain dogs I can imagine kind of get used to it.
I know, but it was this season's must-have. No,
well, wasn't it Harrods that was famous for having a pet store in which you could buy pretty much any animal? So there were very kind of famous, wealthy people in London who
years ago, sure. Yes, because someone rescued an elephant that was in Harrods.
Didn't someone buy a lion from Harrods or something?
You can buy it all.
I don't know. Yeah, on Las Ramblas in Barcelona, you can buy lots.
Just quickly before we move on to the next story, I've just had a flashback that a girl that I worked with last year was coming back from uni with her housemate's snake in her car and didn't realise, and it survived a whole festival that she was at. And then when she came back, they actually found it inside the car, and it was a bit dehydrated.
Wow.
And it had gone to the festival for free, so it got in.
One way to get into Glastonbury and tender a snake. And
yeah, there you go. Hiding an engine. Don't do that at home. Moving on to last night. England crashed out of Euro 2016 last night after conceding defeat to Iceland in a result that's called the country's most humiliating in history. Fans went from ecstasy to agony after taking the lead, only to concede 2 goals in 12 minutes. Manager Roy Hodgson resigned within minutes of full time, saying, "Wonderfully, these things happen." Of criticism of both the footballers and the managers yesterday, especially across social media, with even the TV pundits slated for suggesting the team were under too much pressure. Is this fair? Should we expect more from our national team?
I think we should just accept the result. I think that's what we should do. Is we've had an event. It's happened. A result's happened. We need to move on. The people who are upset about it, it didn't happen their way. They just need to get over it. They need to stop being whinies, and they need to accept it. England, it's a game of football.
Yeah, but why are we so rubbish? Why?
If we've got enough anger left over to be angry about football. Now, I am a huge fan of one particular Manchester-based football team.
Undeclared.
Yes, undeclared. One particular one that had a couple of players for the England team last night, and I am like, it's a game. We'll get another chance. You see, now personally, I'm just still I'm upset. I'm upset. What I'm really upset about is the day before, I put both a prediction and a suggestion to end world hunger when I suggested that Belgium should waffle them until they are no longer hungry. When Belgium beat Hungary. And I'm upset that nobody liked it. I liked it. It's the only time I've ever liked one of my Facebook posts, because I'm like, in the world
you
where
liked your own
yeah, that's the first time I've ever done that.
I
talk about it on stage. I talk about it on stage. No, exactly. No. I make the same judgment, because I talk on stage about the fact that if you like your own status, we know.
I did it by accident.
No, but apparently, but see, now they tell you that.
You know.
Yes. No, I have. Now again, I have gone back and unliked, because I am the same one as. Because I agree. If it's essentially like. If you like your own Facebook post, I'm a firm believer that it's essentially like ending everything you say with a Fonzie.
Yeah.
And I don't do that.
Very
shake your own hand, or,
yes.
Clap yourself.
We know you like it. You wrote it. That's the sort of thing.
I have done it by mistake, but I haven't liked. But I get so many likes, so I just forget.
I was the only person who was happy in the office with the result, because I have Iceland in the office sweepstakes.
No.
But
and
I think
do make a lovely prawn ring. The Iceland joke's been coming in all day.
That's it.
And they've got a really good offer on at the moment.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, if you really are that upset and you want to do it, then there's a gentleman called Hafþór Bjornsson who is Icelandic. He plays the Mountain in Game of Thrones. If you'd like to explain to him why you think Iceland are so rubbish, then I'm sure he'd be more than happy to weave you into the canvas.
That's why mums go to Iceland.
What I thought was amazing is that 8% of Iceland Iceland's population watch that game? 8%,
Yeah.
which is the equivalent of over
Because the rest
4
of the
million
people are just made of
people.
ice
Okay.
or what? It's not very...
They have more volcanoes than professional footballers.
Yes, that's a good fact.
I love
Yeah, that is.
Great. It's the
How many
size of
people even
Leicester.
live in Iceland? Isn't it the size of...
333,259.
That's still quite a bit, isn't it? Not for a
It
country, I
is.
suppose.
Precisely. It's
not
not
like
like
somebody-
someone just died. Sorry.
Somebody, no,
It's around about the same population as Leicester, I'm led to believe.
No,
I'm so
Coventry.
well
Yes,
geography.
Yeah. Well, that's what it is. So, well, that's it. Now that we've got Brexit, we'll be able to find it. We'll have our own little islands. We'll have Cumbria and Yorkshire and
Yeah,
Devon and
we don't need
Cornwall.
we don't need the Euros, don't need the World Cup, we don't need nothing. We are own.
We don't need Game of Thrones. We've got our own Game of Thrones. We'll have Westeros and Winterfell. And
Oh my
How
God, we
bad
can
that
sell
would be.
t-shirts,
No,
we can get behind it.
it would
It'd be like The Hobbit, but sort of with more battles. It'd be
I
like-
see now. It's like you've just like explained my dream.
okay.
No. I think the football is it's meant to be the beautiful game. It's meant to be the game that distracts us from everything.
Is it?
Exactly, yeah. Well, it's distracted many people on my Facebook because they seem to be very upset about their opinions of multi-millionaire footballers who probably.
Well, it's
I need to
speak
bring their
very
coffee
highly of
machines
them.
with them and
Yeah.
guitars.
Yes.
It's the fact that Roy Hodgson was paid the most. Of
Out of all the managers, I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I can't believe that. And he's not even
and
good with
wasn't
his
the,
team.
one of the there's the co-managers of
Yeah.
Iceland Team
Yes.
Under, and one of them only earns around
Okay, right.
230.
I'm sorry, we've got to go to another break now. We could keep talking about England, Brexit, chomps, everything like that. So we're going to go to a break, but I hope you'll join me afterwards. Yeah, and we'll be back on the sofa for more of the Daily Rundown.